best sound is the one you get yourself. In this video, we're going to talk about layering sound. And that opening line, what I meant by that is the best sound is the one you capture. So if you go on location to somewhere, you record the environment, and then you can layer it underneath your voice later. And it really helps play up that sort of theater of the mind concept that I think you've been exposed to in previous classes. But I'm going to show you how to do it from a technical standpoint in this video. And envelopes, you're going to figure out what that is pretty soon. So let's start with the two clips that we've been working with up to this point. We have one from Bill and we have one from Sarah. And what we want to do actually is go ahead and import a piece of sound. And in this case, for the example, I'm going to use a song. Not my favorite pick for this. As I said, environment sound has a lot more impact, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to use a piece of music, and all of the concepts, tools, and approaches that I'm going to take here will work for any form of layering that you do going forward. So let's just go ahead and press play and see what this sounds like.
I had enough experience that I was pretty aware pretty quickly.
All right, so pretty quickly, we can see that you may guess Bill isn't loud enough. But let's flip that around a little bit and approach it from a different angle. Addition by subtraction. The music is actually too loud. We don't necessarily need to turn Bill up, although maybe we could. It's actually, we're going to turn the music down. So another concept before we get to that stage is I want to talk about establishing. And this is really important, especially when you're using background sound. You only need 3 or 4 seconds for someone to really clue into what they're listening to. So if it's either street sound, forest ambience, waves by the ocean, say you're in a wood shop and you're going to talk about a hammer, you should hear the hammer, show the hammer through the sound, and then the narration will occur afterwards. With music, you want to look for, the opportunity to establish the music, but also a post. So we look for a post in the music. And I think I see one right here, but up to this point, I've been encouraging you to listen, use your ears, watch what is on the screen, but always listen. So let's go ahead and just play the music back from a little bit after the beginning. We don't need to listen to the whole thing. But let's hear what we have. All right, so there's a drum beat that occurs there. So we can establish the music. It's a little longer than what I prefer. I mean, that's 11 seconds. You want to, maybe 5 seconds would be better. But I don't care. I just want to show you how to do these the volume automations that we're leading up to. So let's go ahead and just place Bill arbitrarily here, and I can see, looking at the waveform here, it looks like a change occurs at this point. So let's go ahead and listen. Well, not really, but this is still a bit of a change right here. So let's go ahead and move Sarah over around here somewhere. So this is a rough edit, and I really encourage you to embrace this stage. It'll really shorten your time, your editing time down. If you just sort of rough everything out, I want this here, and this sound underneath, what have you. It will really save time. And if you can just add that into your workflow, that would be fantastic. So let's go ahead and play this.
I had enough experience that I was pretty aware.
Still, the music is a little loud. Let's talk about how we can fix that. Start by, crazy concept here. Let's zoom in. And then we can go up to this tool right here, the envelope tool. And what we're going to do is automate volume changes. And I'm going to introduce you to a concept called ducking. And what that is I'm going to click here to create a node. And then over here, I'm going to create another node, and I'm just going to pull the volume of the music down. And that creates an automated volume change over time where the music will duck underneath. Think about walking under a tree branch. You are ducking underneath something, and that's what we're doing here. Unfortunately, with this tool, I can't move the playback cursor intuitively, so you will need to flip back and forth between these two tools. But that's something that you can get used to on your own time. It takes a little practice, or you can memorize the shortcuts for it. So I'm going to put my playback head down, and I'm going to have a little listen.
I had enough experience that
That's not bad. Not bad for a first try. You will need to massage these automations just to get them right. Your goal should be, we say something in old radio days, don't let the audience see you touch the fader. And if you think of an actual mixing board with, sliders that control volume, that's what you're doing here. You're just automating that fade. But we want to do it in such a way where you don't hear the fade. You sort of want to time it in such a way where the music is coming down, but the foreground elements distract you from that volume change. Don't worry about what that means. For today, just know where the tools are and know that this is something that you can do either to sort of punch up, sort of any theme song bits that you have, fading in and out of clips if you need. I'm sure you can, sort of put two and two together here, what this is for and how it works. So I've gone ahead and I've created a duck here. There's a little rise here. So there's a little breath in between Bill and Sarah. So we've created, some nice loud foreground music between the two clips. And then the music comes back up again at the end. So let's go ahead and listen to the entire piece. And you can see how those volume automations occur, how we've thematically tied the clips together. And this is the first mix that we've made, and you too can do it too.
I had enough experience that I was pretty aware pretty quickly that King's had a very distinctive made at King's culture and sense of itself. To be successful, providing the university what it needs from its president, I had to become a student of King's.
My first experience of Halifax ever was the Halifax Shopping Centre, where I bought a pair of dress pants and they stapled them for me because they were too long. And then I got to my job interview and realized I am by far the best dressed person in this room.
Accidentally muted myself. So there you go. That's a viable piece. I'm seeing one little edit here in Sarah that I think I want to go ahead and fix. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really, really quickly.
I am by far the best dressed person.
By far the best. We can polish that up just a little bit, and I do want to show you that you can edit with layers.
The best dressed person.
It won't cut all the way down. So let's go ahead and fix this. She says
the best dressed.
The best. So let's go in nice and tight.
The best.
So let's go best.
The best.
Yeah, again, tight up against what we want to keep, backwards, tight up against what we want to remove. And if you press delete, that should do the trick.
I am by far the best dressed person in this room.
Not the cleanest edit of my career, but you get the idea. And then we can go ahead and reopen our editing tool, or the volume editing tool, and tweak this to taste. I kind of want to put a little fade out at the end, so we do something like that. Let's give it a longer fade. If you click the timeline, it'll play back from where you click. Nice. So that is a crude intro to volume envelope editing. I just really wanted to show you that you can automate these volume changes and, allude to a few real world examples on where you may apply them. In the next video, we're going to export this project, save this project, and show you how to reopen these things.